Making friends at 5 is probably the easiest age that you can make friends at. That is the age, as a mom to just one child, was the easiest for me to take her to the park, to the beach, to Burger King where they had that playground in the restaurant. Remember those days? Yeah. That's when it was easiest to just bring my child out anywhere and she'd make friends and she'd go run up and down. Once she's in my eyesight, I'm good, she's good, everybody good. It got harder the older she got, and now that I'm at my big old age, it's still not easy. It never is never that easy again. So let's talk about making friends at your big old age. What that's like, the hardships that come with it, and how you can do it, because it can be do, especially if you got up and you moved to another country like I did and you have to start all over from scratch, rebuilding your friend circle. Even though you probably left your home country to leave behind whatever mess was going on, you still need friends and you still need community and you absolutely still need support. I know I do. We're born as social creatures. Friendship is something that is integral to our success as just social beings. How do you do it? That's what I'm here to talk about today. Hi guys, my name is Monique and this is the Traveling Jamaican, a channel that represents me moving from Jamaica to Mexico to travel this big world. This is home base, and at some point we're going to get to some other countries. But what is it like making friends? I want to approach this topic from two perspectives because it became an issue for me even before I left Jamaica. When I was in Jamaica in 37, 38, 39, my friend circle, my close-knit friend circle kind of started falling apart at that age, because when you grow up on a small island, what happens? People left, people migrate, people move on to bigger countries trying to look for the greener pastures, because when you're in a small country, the opportunities are smaller and it's just sometimes easier to get where you want to go into the land of bed and roses that Buju sang about. So, my friendship circle definitely started to break down. People started to move away from not just Jamaica, but even some of my friends started to move outside of our little close parish of Kingston. And if you're not in Kingston and I have to drive 4 hours to go and hang out, it's probably not going to happen. I recognized that my friend group was a problem even before I left Jamaica. And I started to try and think of how am I going to start making friends at my big age? Because you can't just walk up to a girl and say, "Oh, how you doing? My name is Monique. Want to hang out?" They're gonna look at you like, "No, who are you? Why are you talking to me?" It's still easier to make friends, I find, in your social setting that you're comfortable, your home ground, your playground. Because how I started to rebuild my friend group before I left Jamaica was the way how we do it traditionally, through mutual friends. I started hanging out at a bar, and the people that are regulars at the bar, me and them start talk every now and then, and every now and then became much more regular until I just started to integrate into that already established friend group. They became my friends, and voila, I had new friends again. Now that's one way to meet a group of friends who are already into one thing. So you meet them at a bar, chances are they're bar people, they like to go out and hang out and have fun at a bar. You have to start getting to know people on a deeper level if you want to do more things than just hang out at the bar, right? That is where things started to become difficult for me. I realized that as a loner, as someone who's kind of just never been completely involved in reaching out and maintaining a friendship, that became a lesson that I had to learn how to do, how to reach out, how to build the bridge, how to get to know people on a deeper level so that I can start to find deeper matches. Because going out to the bar is very high level That's not friendship and support when you need someone to, you need a shoulder to cry on, when you need someone to lean on, when you want to invite people over to your home and say, hey, let's have dinner, let's have a girls' night in and watch a movie or whatever. You need to actually start getting to know people on a deeper level so you can actually build deeper friendships with them. And that is an area that I can willingly say that I still struggle with that part. If I'm in Jamaica and I want to do something different from the bar, I unfortunately left Jamaica before I got to know that friend group well enough to can invite some people out and say, let's go to brunch this weekend, let's go to Hollywood this weekend, or go on a hike, or whatever the case may be. I didn't reach that quite far with that friend group. Let's start over the conversation again on how to meet friends in a brand new country. It's easier to walk up to people and just open up the conversation with, hi, my name is so and so. I'm here from XYZ. How long have you been? Because you start to, once you move to a new country, you start to assimilate with other expats first. You start to meet other outsiders who come in through various Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups or wherever the online social groups are. You start to meet people in the online groups first, and then they start to have meetups and you take it offline. So I've done this through a bunch of different commonalities. One of them obviously being that I have a teenage daughter and I wanted to find friends for her. So one of the first things that I would have done once I landed here is to seek out other moms of teens to see how we could get the kids together. And so you go into groups and you say, hi, I have a 14-year-old, who else? Let's meet up at the mall, see if the girls can hang out, and maybe they click, maybe we click, whatever. That is actually how I found one of my first friends here. We met up in a group of, we all have teenage girls, let's bring them together and see if they click. And me and one of the moms clicked, and she is a friend of mine here. Another way that I have met some friends here is through my love of playing cards. And why I specify cards is that I realized that the people that I have met, they love to play spades, and I learned how to play spades at UTech at college in Jamaica, where we never really do nothing more than sit down under the block and play spades. But we quickly moved on to Kaluki, which I don't know what part of the world Kaluki is popular in. Maybe that's a British thing, because I learned Kaluki first through my mom, who she had a boyfriend at the time who played Kaluki. He was of British descent, or I think he was actually British, and he and his friend group used to play Kaluki. My mom used to go to his house and his gatherings to play Kaluki. Then I grew up, and at college we played spades first. We quickly moved to Kaluki, and I have been playing Kaluki with my friends in Jamaica all my life. We never ever went back to spades. Here I realized that I'm hanging around, most of the expats are American, and I guess American spades is the most popular card game amongst this demographic. So I had to go back to kind of relearn spades, and I do love to play cards, whether it's spades or Kaluki. And so I have a spade group that I hang out with here, and you hang out with people long enough, you start to actually get to know them, and they start to invite you to other types of gatherings, and you hang out that way. Analyzing all of that, the biggest way to make friends, even in our big age, is still going to be either through your friend group, or if you're in a completely new country like I am, then it is through commonalities, like, what do you have in common? Whether it is I was looking for friends for my teenager, or whether someone decided to host a spades night and I went to the spades night and I met there. Someone else, oh, my ring is falling off my finger. Did that mean I'm losing weight? Because this t-shirt kind of, anyway. So oh, look at that, it fit right there. So yeah, it would definitely seem like, obviously the easiest way to meet friends would be to find the common ground and start exploring through there. Here is where I need the help. Here is where I realize, and I know I need the help. I am completely comfortable being in my house. It's Friday when I'm filming this video right now. On a Friday back in Jamaica, I would have known that I can get up and go to the bar and see the same old crew and hang out all night long. And maybe after the bar, we would have gone out to another popular spot and would have kept the night going. And that's cool. Here in Merida, I see the WhatsApp groups buzzing with a bunch of activities again as well. So I know of a bunch of expat meetups that are currently brewing right now. Who wants to go out to sushi, who wants to go out to drinks, blah 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 blah. But I don't know these people on a deep level yet, and I have found that I am completely comfortable staying in my house all week and all weekend long. I definitely know that that is something that I need to break out of if I want to make friends and if I want to develop deeper relationships. I can't stay in my house and not go out and be social, which is a bummer, but okay. I see the invitations going around, who wants to go where. If I wanted to be proactive about it, I could be the one to be in the groups like, hey guys, I want to hit up so and so tonight. Anyone interested? Let's go hang out. The problem is it's exhausting. Like with everything else that's happening in life, I feel like it's a burden to go out and carry this. The social part of it is supposed to be carefree and easy, and that's supposed to be the part that relieves the stress. And I feel like going out into new environments and having the top level airy fairy, I don't really know this person, those kind of conversations, it's too much emotional burden for me to carry right now. Like if I were to go out and meet with a girlfriend right now, I would be unloading on her all of my family struggles, my financial struggles, my every kind of struggle, me not have no man struggle, all this trouble them in my life. I'm not a very fun time right now, and so I don't feel the motivation to get up and go out to go try and hang out with friends and make new friends. And so this goes back to my last conversation about wherever you go, there you are. Moving and taking yourself out of one environment into another doesn't suddenly fix your life. You have to work on yourself and fix your life first before you can go out and be a shining bright light to anybody else. That is the bottom line of what this series of videos is really going to be about, is the fact that moving abroad holds a mirror up to your face and your problems and shines that light on yourself and be like, here are all the things that are holding you back in life. Which one of these are you going to take up and actually fix so that we can move forward? I feel like that is what moving abroad has done for me. It has shown me all of the things that I've been struggling with my entire life and saying, you have to fix these before you can level up. How are you going to do them? How are you going to do that? What are you going to do? What is step one? Let me go back to the point of this video. Meeting your friends in your 40s is hard because life lives. When we were 5 and carefree and have nothing bothering us, it was easy to go up and to smack a friend on their shoulder and run, and they chase you down, and suddenly a game of tag starts and everybody's laughing and cackling, and we the mothers are sitting back watching, wishing, oh, we wish life could be so carefree again. Meeting friends, I realize, is not the hard part. The hard part is maintaining friendships in your 40s when you have life, when life is lifing, when you're struggling with things. No new friend wants to hear that kind of struggle. It becomes an issue then of, what are we talking about? What are we bonding over? That's my main issue right now. I feel like life is completely on pause for me, and I have seen everything completely come to a halt until I fix my ish. And I find that with most adults, like, we go into our little bubble and we sulk and we try to figure out how to fix life on our own, and sometimes it works out and sometimes we crash and burn out. But this is why I keep coming and showing up on the videos, because life is happening still. This is what happens in real life, and I just kind of feel like someone else out there needs to hear that voice, that it's okay to still show up for you even when life is lifing. So I throw this question back to the community. How do you keep friends and maintain friends and meet new friends when you're in your 40s and you're going through struggles and